Hey everyone, Regal Reviews here. So I had no idea that Superstore was coming back on tonight until today. After about 2 months of waiting, I'm so excited that Superstore is back on. So to recap on tonight's episode, it kind of left off with the winter finale last time. Dina and Garrett, hooked up in the photocopy lab, and they're kind of wondering like, where do they go from here? Like, what is next in a relationship, or is there even one there? So they're kind of trying to avoid each other at work, and it's, I don't know, they're trying to like talk about it. Dina at one point was asked Garrett if he's uncomfortable because it was his first time. I'm like, oh my god, Dina. But then Garrett actually blows up and at Dina and says that you're the weird one. You're the one that makes weird normal. Like basically something like that. Um he said he's gonna go take a break in his car. I personally thought he just needed a Snickers. Um at the beginning of the episode, apparently they're going through the lost and found bin, and apparently what they do is they just grab their hand and whatever they get, they get to take home. And there's some interesting stuff they have in there, like cargo shorts, a wig. Apparently there's a giraffe in there too that Dina actually got, which I thought was a great prize. And it even squeaks, so I wonder if it was I don't even know if it was a dog toy or not, but all of a sudden she just cuts the squeaker out and the stuffing out of it, and she's like, oh, my birds will love this. I'm like, that's just that's just something that Dina would do, but in her defense, what pet doesn't love squeaker toys or squeakers in general? Amy actually found a really nice jacket, and everyone's all jealous that she found this jacket. But when Jonah tries on the cargo shorts, he finds out that there's a big wad of cash in there, and he stupidly just gives it to Amy. I mean, I know that he has like a crush on Amy and everything, but you just give up that cash, and apparently it was like $906. So Jonah asks Amy, what are you going to do with the money that she quote unquote found? And she said, well, I guess I'm gonna she's basically gonna give it to her people, give some to her sister to fix her windshield and her mom to fix something in her fridge. But Jonas says that she should, splurge on herself, and Amy thinks about it and, wants to go to a spa because, Amy's probably going through a lot at her home and working at Cloud9. So she was going to, but then she gave Cheyenne some money to get diapers, and we all know Cheyenne's a big mouth, and she told everybody about the $906. So they decide to redo the break room, and I got to give the guys credit. They've really made the break room nice. There was a bunch of massage chairs in there, and Amy stood her ground and told the lazy pharmacist to get off her massage chair because she paid for it all. But then Sandra ruins it for everyone and says that she found the guy who lost the cargo shorts and lost the money. So they're trying to verify, is this really true? And apparently Sandra has this really good memory, like Mary Lou Henner, and he confirms that that was supposed to go for charity. And of course they give him the money back, so now they have their old break room back. And Sandra was like at the end, said, this might be a bad time, but my birthday's on Friday and it's at Dave & Buster's. I'll email you the details. I'm like, Sandra, you could have had an awesome birthday party. I mean, who wouldn't want to go to Dave & Buster's? I've never been there myself, but I heard it's awesome. But now nobody's going to come because she just ruined the break room thing. So apparently what you can learn from this episode is that sometimes you get the giraffe and sometimes you get the wig. And you saw Glenn the whole time was trying to improve everyone's day, like try to make them feel better. And Glenn tried unsuccessfully. Of course Garrett was trying to was making fun of the whole thing, because I guess Glenn at one point was dancing and Garrett was like, oh yeah, do it faster. And Glenn was also being a mime at one point, And then the funniest part is when he was being a puppet around Dina, and he said, well, that's bananas. And Dina was saying that monkeys actually live a horrible life. They have a short life, and you know what? They don't ever see bananas at all. And she says, and she said, I have a problem with my boss, Glenn. Nobody likes him, and they disrespect him all the time. They don't appreciate him. I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, I felt bad for Glenn, but then I think it's kind of funny coming from Dina. But then at the end, Glenn was actually able to cheer somebody up because Amy opened up to him about her home life situation. That Adam's sleeping on the couch, and it looks like they'll probably, I don't know, she didn't really say if they're separated or not, but it looks like they'll probably get a divorce, and Amy just needed someone to talk to, and Glenn was there for her. So Glenn could be a bit naive sometimes, but he is a nice guy, and he is a good boss. So I'm very happy that Superstore came back on tonight. It's such a funny episode, you guys. Never disappoint. So if you guys want to check out Superstore, it is on Thursdays, 8 p.m. on NBC. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's Superstore. Until next time, stay regal and have a heavenly day.